Just a quick note before the video begins, a lot of people that watch the videos on my channel aren't subscribed. Subscribe, it's free, you could unsubscribe at any time. And now on to the video, enjoy. Alright, so we're live, and my Instagram is trending because of Tuesday Blackout, and for those of you confused on what that is, I'll explain. Someone, I don't know who, some really smart person came up with the idea of Blackout Tuesday, where they were going to post black squares on other social media, mainly Instagram, in support of George Floyd and Black Lives Matter. The problem that I have and most people have with this trend is previously, if you would go on the George Floyd hashtag or go on the Black Lives Matter hashtag, you would have a bunch of useful resources out there. You would have bailout funds for the protesters getting arrested. You would have petitions that people would sign in order to get justice for George Floyd. You would have donation links for George Floyd's family and a bunch of other useful resources, like the location of the police when people go out and protest, or like video and photo evidence of like police brutality on peaceful protesters, or like evidence of looting and rioting if some people wanted to avoid that. A bunch of useful resources. But now you go, as seen in this video that I'm able to play, you go on the hashtag and it's literally nothing. So it's doing more silencing than good, in my opinion. So if you're like me, you scroll through your Instagram and just saw a bunch of black squares and you're like, yo, what's going on? And it's like, it's funny because a lot of people posting the black squares, at least in my case, where I went on Instagram this morning, didn't really say anything about George Floyd's death, and now they're just like reposting a black square, which in my opinion doesn't really do much good. I feel like getting people informed about the way they can help through petitions, through organized donations, through bailout funds, I feel like that's the appropriate way to help, not posting black squares and saying, like, putting the hashtags on the bottom, because it just look, you saw in the video, it just ruins everything. I advise people, if anyone's watching this, if you have like a friend doing it, just tell them, hey, can you guys just take it down, or like post something like actually more useful. And I have seen people post the black square and then in their story or in that same post, when you do like multiple posts at once, they'll post like ways you can help. But I really don't like this. I mean, I've never been the fan of like, hey, let's make all our profile pictures this because this is trending, or we're in support of this, or hey, let's all post this, because it really, like, in the long term, like, it doesn't really help. What people should be focusing on, I think, is like the conviction of the main policeman and then the other three accomplices. Like, I feel like that's what people should focus on, and the police brutality that's going on. I saw a video of like, I'm not gonna post it here because I think it's too graphic, but I saw a video of like a group of protesters, and from what I can tell from the video, from what I can refer, they were just they were protesting in between like two highways. So there was like grass patch, and there was Highway 1, and then there was a Highway 2, which was a little uphill, and there were like metal bars. I'm not sure if a lot of people are familiar, but metal bars on the second highway, so you can't like easily climb over, and they were stuck on this incline, and then the cops just kept like throwing tear gas, and they were like getting really clogged up with the tear gas, and it was crazy. So I feel like people have a right to see that, and see these videos of like these policemen just like knocking these girls over just because they're like in the way. Or like, I saw another video where a lady was standing on a porch and some police guy told her to go inside, and she was like no, and he shot a rubber bullet at her. Like, what's going on, bro? So yeah, that's my opinion on the case. There'll be links and stuff in the description, in the comments, ways you can help out. And peace out. I would just inform everyone, if you see your friends or any other person doing this, just tell them, hey, can you just please take this down? There's better ways to help, but do it like respectfully, obviously. Peace out.